Good morning, everyone. It's Rich. Thank you for joining me for today's reading of Our Daily Bread. It is June 1st, Monday. Let me get there. Shouldn't be hard to find. It's on page 1, you big dummy. Today's reading is Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verses 23 through 29. Bring all the tithes, so that the foreigners, the fatherless, and the widows may come and eat and be satisfied. When Oswald and Biddy Chambers ran a Bible college in London from 1911 to 1915, they continued with their life principle of not turning away those in need. Astute Londoners were aghast at this practice, thinking the college would be taken advantage of. In response, Oswald observed without inviting others to follow in the practice. My responsibility is to give. God will look after who asks. The couple followed the example of our generous Creator. Through his instructions to Moses, God laid out gracious ways for his people to live and serve others, including the giving of their food and possessions. Moses told the Israelites at the end of every 3 years to bring all the tithes so that the Levites, foreigners, the fatherless, and the widows could come and eat and be satisfied. Through the generosity of his people, God cares for the vulnerable. The Chambers' trust in God was so strong that they gave willingly and without question. They learned to revere God always and receive his blessing in all the work of their hands. We may also feel inspired to give freely while we lean on God for wisdom and discernment. We know that God will generously lead and guide as he provides for the foreigners, the fatherless, and the widows. Here's the 2 questions. What's your view and practice of giving? I have nothing financially to give. If I did, I would. If I could, I would. But I give in any way that somebody asks me that I could give, I'll give. And the second question, how has God provided for your physical, emotional, and spiritual needs? He just does. I'm having a bad day. Guess what? I gave it to God. I'm not having a bad day because God's dealing with it. And as far as how do I practice my view on practice of giving, if it's spiritual or emotional, I do this. I guess that's my way of giving right now until I can do it financially in ways. I guess. I don't know. But anyways, let's go to the Bible. Deuteronomy. I know where Deuteronomy is. It's right there. Oh, no, that's not Deuteronomy, sir. Deuteronomy's the next one. See, I was wrong again. We're going to go through all the Bibles of the book, because books of the Bible. Deuteronomy 14. And no, I was never that guy who let's learn the book of the Bible, books of the Bible. That was not me. I was not that guy. Deuteronomy chapter 14, verses 23 through 29. Here we go. Where's my little thingamajigger? And you shall eat before the Lord your God, in the place where he chooses to make his name abide. The tithe of your grain and your new wine and your oil, of the firstborn of your herds and your flocks, that you may learn to fear the Lord your God always. But if the journey is too long for you, so that you are not able to carry the tithe, or if the place where the Lord your God chooses to put his name is too far from you, when the Lord your God has blessed you, then you shall exchange it for money. Take the money in your hand and go to the place which the Lord your God chooses. And you shall spend that money for whatever your heart desires, for oxen or sheep or wine or similar drink, for whatever your heart desires. You shall eat there before the Lord your God, and you shall rejoice, you and your household. You shall not forsake, and the Levite who is within your gates, for he has no point nor inheritance with you, no part or inheritance with you. At the end of every third year, you shall bring out the tithe of your produce of that year and store it up within your gates. And the Levite, because he has no portion nor inheritance with you, and the stranger and the fatherless and the widow who are within your gates, may come and eat and be satisfied, that the Lord your God may bless you in all the work of your hand which you do. Something to think about, y'all. Have a great day and God bless. And always remember, God loves you. And so do I. Bye.